Elements of critical thinking. Book summary. Do you ever feel stuck in a loop, doing the same things over and over? It's like our minds are being coded just like a robot. We've become like robots, doing one thing repeatedly. We don't feel like doing other work, and we don't think about doing anything different. In this video, we'll learn how to be more productive and reach our mind's full potential. We'll find out how we do things we shouldn't, without even knowing it. This book also gives us ways to solve these problems. With this book, you can stop living like a robot and start thinking and understanding like a human. It teaches us how to make better choices in our daily lives and get past our mental limits. The crowd effect. You've likely heard it before. We feel safe in a crowd. But have you ever wondered why we feel unsafe when we're alone? Our ancestors are the reason. They learned many things by copying their group and stayed safe by being in a group. For example, if you meet a wild animal and don't know if it's dangerous, but you see your friends running away, you'll run with them and stay safe. When there's a car crash, many people gather around. When you pass by, you'll also want to stop and see what happened. Even if it's not useful or fun to see, you see everyone else doing it and you unknowingly join them. In the same way, we believe that if many people are doing something or believe an idea, then it must be right. If all our friends start liking a certain fashion or website, we start liking it too. Marketers use this to get our attention. We also like to think the same way as everyone else. When a kid misbehaves in class and the teacher asks who did it, no one speaks up. Those who want to say something stay quiet when they see the others. The illusion of control. When your internet is slow, do you, like everyone else, keep clicking the link? Have you ever thought about why you yell when you lift something heavy? Do you think clicking the link over and over will make it open faster, or that yelling will make you stronger? We want to control everything, and we think we can, but in reality we can only control a few things in our lives. For example, when we're stuck in traffic, we honk our horns loudly. But will our honking clear the traffic? If so, there would be horns instead of traffic lights. Many people say they are experts and can predict the future. But when the predictions of 200 experts were checked over 10 years, it was found they were only a little bit better than a machine's predictions. So, know this. You can't control everything. Instead of focusing on those things, think about what you actually can control. The belief that we're better than average. Remember the last time you failed at something. What was the reason? Now, remember the last time you succeeded at something. What was the reason? Most people, when they succeed, think it's because of their own hard work. If they fail, they blame others and believe the situation was at fault, not them. Statistics show that 93% of people believe they are better than average drivers. 33% of people at one university think their teaching skills are above average. If 93% of people were truly better than average drivers, then average itself would be higher. In one study, people took a personality test. Those who got good scores said they were really good at those things. But for the parts where they got bad scores, they said the test was wrong. All of this shows that we all think we are more capable than we are. If you want to know what you're really good at, ask a good friend for their honest opinion. The danger of confirmation bias. We like things that match what we already believe. We become good friends with people who think like us. In fact, if you and your friend support the same political party, your friendship can be very strong. We often watch channels or read news that matches our own opinions. If you think being healthy is just about your genes, and that not everyone can be healthy, you will keep searching online until you find a website that agrees with you. We only see what we want to see. We take in a lot of information, and then unknowingly ignore what we don't agree with. Many people believe in horoscopes. They often say general things that could happen to anyone at some point. People believe in them, and when something from their horoscope happens, their belief gets even stronger. To avoid this, try watching or listening to things that don't match your ideas. Try to understand if they are correct. The scarcity principle. We love movies, don't we? Many people watch a movie every day, which isn't useful, but they never get bored. But if you asked them to read a book for just 30 minutes every day, most people wouldn't do it. They know reading books can make them better, but they still won't do it. The reason is that we prefer things that are quick and exciting. We also tend to trust things that are less likely to happen. For example, if you're about to take an exam and someone says the test might have been leaked, you won't think it probably wasn't leaked. You'll believe it, because a paper leak is less common than a normal test. We like things that are rare or available for only a short time. Do you know why gold and diamonds are so expensive? Because they are rare. When things are rare, only a few people can have them, and those people feel special. We see them as special, and everyone looks at them because they have what others don't. Marketers use this to sell their products. You've seen signs that say, "Limited time offer, hurry." This makes us feel like we might miss out, and we rush to buy it. The comparison trap. We decide if things are good or bad by comparing them. You've likely heard the saying, "In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king." It means a person with a little knowledge seems very smart among people who are fools. This was shown in a study where people were asked to put one hand in cold water and then both hands in lukewarm water. The hand that was in the cold water first felt warmer in the lukewarm water. This happens in our everyday lives. When we see the same product at two prices in a store, we assume the more expensive one is better. But in reality, the price doesn't always have anything to do with the quality. The myth of multitasking. Do you think you can do many things at once? If so, you are wrong. We can only give our full attention to one thing at a time. You can't listen to two people at once or pay attention to two things at the same time. This was proven in a study where students were asked to count how many times people in a video passed a basketball. While they were busy counting, a person in a gorilla costume walked into the room, beat their chest, and left. But the students didn't even notice. Also, we remember the beginning and end of a long speech or book more than the middle. You can try this yourself right now. After this summary, try to remember what you learned and see which parts you remember the most. We also remember things we heard most recently. So, after some time, you'll remember the end of this book summary better. The power of confirmation. We like people who look good or who give us compliments. Have you noticed that movie heroes always look handsome and villains always look ugly? It's because filmmakers know we like to watch people who are good-looking. We judge what a person is like by their looks. We unknowingly start to like beautiful people, or those who seem special to us. In job interviews, good-looking people often get hired. In schools, good-looking students sometimes get better grades. Also, we like people who praise us or act like us. Salespeople use this. They'll say, "Wow, sir, you look great in this shirt. You should buy it." Salespeople often try to copy our actions and way of speaking. This makes us feel like they are just like us, and we trust them. The paradox of choice. Having too many options makes it hard to choose. This happens because we don't want to make the wrong choice. We are afraid that our friends might buy something better than us. So we spend hours searching for the best option, and in the end we don't like any of them. In a study, a shop had some different colors of nail polish. When there were only a few options, many people bought one. But when the number of colors was increased, giving customers many choices, many people left the shop without buying anything. Our minds always look for the best. When we have too many options, we see good things in all of them and can't decide. Also, making decisions causes stress. In a study, 2 groups were made. One group had to choose a product, and the other had to write what they thought about the products. After this, both groups had to put their hands in cold water. The group that had to choose could only keep their hands in the water for a short time because their mental energy was used up by making a decision. To avoid this, get rid of the idea that there is a best thing in the world. Look at what you need and make a choice based on that. Final thoughts. To know your real abilities, invite a good friend over and ask for their honest opinion. You'll learn about your strengths and weaknesses. Don't pay attention to limited time offers. In today's world, you can find anything online. Nothing really disappears forever. We act based on our feelings, not our logical thinking. We can only focus on one thing at a time. We like being in crowds, copying others, and hearing compliments. And we usually like things that already match what we think. If you liked our book summary, please let us know what you think and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.